It was divided into 4 sections so that the climbers could take rest at different camping points while journeying to the top of the mountain. But by the time Tyne and her companion Chering Sherpa reached the second camp, the weather had grown worse. So, when they were starting to climb, it was divided into 4 sections. Why 4 sections? Because everyone can take rest and some interval of time was given to them to rest when they were going to climb the mountain. But when Tyne and her companion, what was the name of her companion? Chering Sherpa, when they reached there, they found the weather was more worse than what it was down at the base camp. The weather up over here is very bad. Let's see what happened. Do you want to go ahead? Chering asked. So her companion asked, do you still want to go up? Now let's see what Tyne replied. I don't think I will get another chance to do this. Tyne replied. She could hear the musical whooshu growing louder and louder. It almost hypnotized her. Tyne and Chering somehow managed to reach their final camp. Just as they were about to take rest, the stormy wind blew their tent and supplies away. So, when her companion asked, do you still want to continue? Tyne said, I won't, because I will never get this chance again. Okay, she replied, and she was not worried about the weather, the climatic conditions over there. She was focused and she was hypnotized, means she was affected, means like someone has done like a magic spell. Okay, so she was hypnotized by that whooshu sound. She could only hear that musical whooshu sound, okay, which always attracted her when she was a small girl till date. So she could only hear that whooshu sound and she was completely attracted towards that sound. So when they reached to the final camp, means from here, finally those who wanted to climb the Everest can go ahead, and those who think that they can't, they can stay back. Okay, so when they reached there, what happened? A very strong storm came. The strong wind blew away their tent, okay, and all the food supplies what they have brought with them to eat, okay, the food items, everything was blown up by the storm. Now let's see what happened after this. They had to spend the night in one borrowed tent, and when they set off for the final climb the next day, all Tyne and Chering had was a packet of noodles. When their tent was blown away by the storm, they borrowed one tent from one of their team members. Chering and Tyne spent their whole night in that one borrowed tent together. Because of that storm, only thing left with them was a packet of noodles. Poor people, they had nothing else to eat because everything was taken away by the storm. They had no tent to take rest and they borrowed it from somebody else. Now, let's see what they faced. Let's share half of it, Chering suggested. Okay. So, her companion said, let us share the packet of noodles into 2 halves. Tyne nodded her head, smiling determinedly. If we make it alive, we will eat the other half. So students, do you remember that Tyne's companion said to share half of noodles packet, but what Tyne replied? That half we will eat just now. And if we make it alive means if we manage to finish the climb and return alive, right? When we will complete our expedition, when we will reach the mountain, then we will eat half of the noodle packet, okay, Now, we will see how much determined she was, how much confident Tyne was. The higher they climbed, the stronger the wind grew. For every 2 steps they took, it sent them reeling back a step. It shrieked and howled, whispering dread into their ears and urging them to return. But Tyne could only hear the magical tune of Wushu. So when they started climbing mountain, when they covered a good distance and they were climbing up the mountain, they started facing more difficulties. There, the wind, the air, it became more dangerous, it became more worse, and when they were taking 2 steps ahead, the wind was blowing so high that they were pushed by the wind few steps back. Reeling back means moving backwards very unsteadily. And the air over there was blowing so fast that it was like somebody is telling Tyne. Okay, Tyne was feeling as if somebody was telling her to go back. The weather was so bad that she thought that the wind itself is saying, the nature is saying, go back, don't continue. But what happened? Tyne could not hear anything because she was only hearing that magical wushu sound. She could hear only that wushu sound. I told you, she was so much attracted that she couldn't hear anything else. She couldn't hear the wind blowing so badly. She couldn't hear the wind, the nature telling her to go back. So they pushed ahead fearlessly and continued to climb to the top. Just keeping everything aside, they started climbing the mountain. They continued climbing the mountain. Now let's see, were they able to reach to the Everest or not? Turn to page number 28. Finally, at 10:45 am on 9 May 2011, Tyne's efforts were rewarded. She summited Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world, the first woman from the northeast of India to have done so. She had found her faraway mountain and was one with the sound that had called her all her life. So finally, she reached the mountain. She summited. Summited means to climb on the top of the mountain, and she was rewarded for that. She became the first woman in the northeast India to do that, means to climb that mountain. And she was so happy that she has achieved what her dream was. Okay, she achieved her dream. The sound which she was hearing since childhood, the far away mountain which she saw since her childhood, actually she was there on that mountain. She was actually with that sound. She was so much happy. Now children, what do you learn from this story? There is very important aspect, there is very important moral which you can learn from this story. That if you dream of something, I know everybody have their dreams. Somebody wants to become a doctor, somebody wants to become an engineer, somebody wants to become an IAS officer, or whatever you dream to become. So for achieving your dream, you have to work very, very hard and you have to be determined. You have to be confident no matter what trouble you face. If you are determined and you have confidence on yourself, you will be able to achieve like Tyne did, because hard work is a key to success. So I think you all have understood this chapter